Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. Today I am using a stun ramp deck is what I'm calling it. This is a Trundle Aurelion Sol deck that we are bringing back into fashion and back into the meta. Probably not, but this is still a fun way to, I think, play the cards because we've got some new flavors. We've got a couple of new cards that we're adding from this last expansion that we're adding into the deck that I think actually make it a little better. You guys will probably remember that this sort of ramp style deck was super popular once Aurelion Sol and Trundle were both released. Basically everyone was playing this deck and it was really hard to get around it. Super strong. It was nerfed. So Aurelion Sol was nerfed, Trundle was nerfed, Wording Stones was nerfed, and we don't see it as nearly as often as we used to. But we got a couple of new cards, which is cool, and we're going to showcase those today. So you'll notice here, during one play, I've got Omen Hawk. Omen Hawk is replacing the Spacey Sketcher. I kind of like Omen Hawk right now. It may be replaced by the Spacey Sketcher again, but Omen Hawk is kind of interesting because it allows me to buff up my Wording Stones and faces of the old one and allow them to be a little bit more durable, because we need to keep these mana ramp cards out so that we can get to our late game and our kind of win condition. So Omen Hawk helps with that. And I can kind of substitute that with the Spacey Sketcher, or I'm substituting Omen Hawk with instead of the Spacey Sketcher, because we got a new card, the Fangs, which has lifesteal, and it does basically the same thing as Spacey Sketcher without making me discard a card early on in the game. And so we can kind of get the same sort of card generation that we would with the Spacey Sketcher, potentially on turn 3 if we play faces of the old one. So this is pretty cool. We get the Celestial card, and then what we really want to be looking for, it kind of depends on the game plan with these Celestial cards. Crescent Strike is pretty good, but also Moonsilver is good as well for things like Aurelion Sol later on in the game. Alright, so basically this just follows the normal setup of a mana ramp deck. What we want to do is get these mana ramp cards out as fast as we can, ramp up, and then use our we don't really want to block with them. We don't want to kill them. We use our healing and lifesteal and more healing and mana ramp with Catalyst of Aeons to kind of protect our Nexus health and be able to survive until late game. So we get to that point. And then once we have a whole bunch of mana ramp out, what we want to do before really playing any of our, well, actually you can play Trundle, but we want to play Feel the Rush. So Feel the Rush is kind of is an important card in this deck as well. We ramp up Feel the Rush, we get Aurelion Sol out and Trundle. If you don't draw Feel the Rush, you'll notice we only have 2 of each of those and Aurelion Sol. We've got kind of a secondary win condition, and the second part of this deck, which is Stun Ramp. So we have the new card, the Cloven Way. We're running Moonlight Affliction, and we're running a full set of the Infinite Mind Splitter. So I really like the variety that this gives the deck, and a secondary win condition. We can use these cards if we don't end up pulling Feel the Rush or Aurelion Sol, or even Trundle for that matter. We can use these stun cards to get massive damage off, control their side of the board, and then get a quick win with things like the Cloven Way and Moonlight Affliction. Now you have to keep in mind that these are Nightfall cards, so we do need to play these earlier cards before that, at least one of them, before we play the Silence to get, and then the Nightfall ability so that our opponents can't block. Same with the Cloven Way. We need to activate Nightfall. So it is a little bit of a downside for those 2 cards. We can kind of get around that by having things like the Ice Pillar, which replenishes our mana, right? We get another unit out on the board. We play the Ice Pillar, we refill our mana, counts as like a Nightfall activator, and with any Celestial cards we're invoking with the Fangs. So we do have a little bit of ways around activating the Nightfall card, but the stun and the preventing our enemy from blocking is just another win condition that I think actually adds quite a bit of use and variety to this deck. So I had a fun time playing this version of Ramp. It's been pretty fun so far, had quite a bit of success with it. You do have to play a little bit smart, kind of depending on the matchup that you're in, but I had quite a bit of success with it. Oh, and then Bastion. Bastion's pretty important as well. We're running 2 Bastion to keep our units alive. Aurelion Sol already has Spell Shield, but we can use that to keep the Infinite Mind Splitter alive if they've got a Vengeance or Runation or something like that. So pretty important as well. Alright, that's about it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. We're going against Aatrox. He's a professional Aatrox player with a V. Troll Chant, Moonlight Affliction. Let's try to get an 8-cost card for this Faces of the old one, and we get it. Awesome. That's nice. Just gotta ramp up pretty quickly here. Got some protection for our card as well, which is great. And Lure of the Depths. Lure of the Depths. Alright, that's fine. He's not going to be able to play that for a little bit in the round. Start ramping. Wording Stones is great. It's fine. So are we at 7 mana or 6 mana? Okay. We just let this hit us. Don't really have a move right now. Got a lot of spells and then the Infinite Mind Splitter, which isn't really good. Alright. We got some move now. I think we still just pass here and let him go.
The rot must be cut away.
I don't like using this on him. Man, this is still kind of silly though. Let's go ahead and stun this Thorny Toad. We'll be able to get a pretty decent hit here on him. He's just gonna kill him? Okay. Probably would have been better afterwards. Okay. Infinite Mind Splitter, so we know he's got... Well, now he doesn't. It's gonna stun these two. He's at 19. He does have the potential to probably pull in the Faces of the old one, that's fine. We've almost ramped where we need to be. Plus we've got Bastion this next round for our other infinite, or for this Infinite Mind Splitter here, so he's not going to be able to do anything. It's fine. And we open attack here. We can win if he uses Vengeance. Maybe I should have gone for the win anyway with Bastion. Oh well. Let's play it slow in case he's got Ruination in his hand. I'm okay playing Omen Hawk here. We've got Moonlight Affliction too, which is pretty good. I kind of want him to play Ruination. Let's go for it. We'll force him to use another spell. I don't think he's got Vile Feast. I could be wrong about that though. Okay, so he wastes a 5-cost spell, which I think is pretty good. Okay, this is fine. Still get the stuns. And it does not have enough mana for Ruination now. Alright, so what do we want to do? think we play the Infinite Mind Splitter here just to have a unit to be able to block. So we're going to go like this. We've got a burst speed how much damage is that? It's pretty close. So we can keep this guy alive, which is what we are going to do. Okay. So that's fine. You shouldn't have anything here. We've got enough stuns, I think, to just open attack. Is what we're going to do. And there's a possibility he's got Ruination, but he's only got one blocker, and I've got Overwhelm units too, so I think we're okay here. It's outside of atrocity range, and our opponent surrenders. Alright, we got him. Extra blocks there, or stuns, I mean. Troll Chant came in clutch there at the end as well. We're going against a Maokai deck. Maokai only. I wonder if this is going to be more heavily Shadow Isles and Meal and that sort of thing. Alright, so we do get Battle Fury, which is nice for our Faces of the Old One, and we've got 2 of them now, so also nice. Protection with Troll Chant, Lifesteal with the Fangs, which is also good, because we aren't really going to be blocking with our little troll faces here. Alright, so weird. Maybe a complete meal deck? I really don't know what to expect from this. Alright, Faces of the Old Ones coming out here. I don't really care if he attacks with these. But like I said, we've got the Fangs. And on this next round we are going to be playing another Faces of the Old One. So we're ramping up pretty nicely. Slaughter Dock. So this is like just a sea monster just with Maokai. No Nautilus. I don't know if that's very efficient. Alright, if he open attacks again, that's fine. It's a little annoying. We should be able to protect both of them. Double Ruination. Yeah, we should be able to protect both of our units here, which is important with Troll Chant, and we're going to do that. Unless he's got Mark of the Isles or something. So, we'll take the 3 damage, go like this, get pretty good value out of Troll Chant there. Unless he has Mark of the Isles, like I said, and both of our units are protected. And we're ramping really nicely here with Lifesteal in our hand. Alright, we're 2 rounds away from Aurelion Sol still. So let's go with the Fangs. We got a Silence. Let's, I think, pick up Crescent Strike. He's got his own life still. I think that's okay. What's he at here? 13 of 25. Let's play our second, the Fangs. Messenger's actually kind of nice. No, Moonsilver is way nicer. I can play Aurelion Sol next round. Alright, I'm just going to pass. He's going to get his Slaughter Docks leveled up here. Leveled up, or condition met. He's deep. Right. Nice. So we've got enough for Aurelion Sol and for Crescent Strike here. So at this point, I don't think I care if my units die. 22 of 25. Does he have the Maokai? Obliterate 2 enemy units or landmarks. Or the Scourge. Let's go with Cosmic Inspiration. I think this is more useful. Okay, we can start replacing these units now. So we actually can play both Crescent Strike and Moonlight Affliction. We're at... Ooh. He must have a Vengeance. I don't know any other reason why he would play that. Or Rune Nation.
To the stars.
I think we end the round. Let's level up our Aurelion Sol. Oh, Living Legends actually is really good.
My, how they stare.
So if he's got Rune Nation, I'm actually okay with that. Because of Living Legends and our opponent surrenders. Alright, we got like enough value there that we were going to be able to win that game. So really cool. We ramped a lot. We didn't get to showcase the idea of the deck, unfortunately, but we got the Aurelion Sol level up, which is cool. We're going against Draven Ezreal. This may be a hard matchup for us because our ramp ideal here I'm torn between keeping these. Bastion is pretty, I don't know. Gotta try for a 8+ cost card, and we get it, and we end up drawing another Faces of the Old Ones, so maybe this will be okay, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Well, they've got Culling Strike, which there's not much we're going to be able to do against that. We're just gonna have to take this damage too. Troll Chant, okay. It's not the best. It's just okay. Alright, let's go for Faces of the Old Ones again. Retain mana. We can play Warding Stones. I mean, we've got basically all the cards that we need to succeed in this game. We just have to get to the point that we can play them. So, if he doesn't have Culling Strike, we'll get 5 mana this next round. We can actually stop him here from hitting us with the Ezreal, which I think we're going to do. But I don't think we block the spiders because of Ravenous Flock. Might seem weird. Ah, man, I think he's got it. Oh well. We have 2 Warding Stones back up here. Okay, let's see if he's got a Ravenous Flock. Oh, I should have played. That was dumb. Okay, he does have it. Okay. I got a little bit ahead of myself there. That's why I didn't want to block. We forced him to do something that he potentially didn't want to do. Alright, let's go for the Omen Hawk. Can we survive? He's only got 5 mana, so he's got limited resources here. And we have a Bastion too, so I guess we can see what happens. Interesting. I don't think we do anything. Let's wait for him to use a card. And we do, I think, need to protect this. 3 of 6. We just need to be able to play Feel the Rush. So it's very important that we keep these cards alive, because we can play Feel the Rush this next round, right? We should be at 9 mana plus the 3. So we're good. Okay, he attacks first. It's fine. And I honestly think we may be able to just... This Aurelion Sol doesn't really mean anything to us. So we can probably just block with these other cards now.
Tougher than a troll.
If he got Troll Chant, he can actually kill the Trundle. What are we at for? Probably should have switched those blockers. That would have been a little bit smarter. Yeah, if he's got the Ravenous Flock, he can kill the Trundle. Okay, so he's actually just going for Warding Stones. That tells me that he potentially has a Static Shock in hand. Okay, great. Good. The Charger. So we're just going to play this on one of these, I think. So we level up the Trundle and we can pull in this Ezreal. And we've got healing as well. What are we at here? 24 of 25. So actually all we need to do is attack with the Aurelion Sol, and we're threatening a level up. I think he's got Mystic Shot. What does that do? Deal 4 to a unit? Okay. It's fine. This is a huge hit. Shouldn't have any stuns or anything. I don't think he's going to be able to deal with the Aurelion Sol for the mana that he has. And I guess he's just trying to get as much damage with the Ezreal that he can. As much damage as he can with the Ezreal.
No way.
Nice. Okay, so he gets Draven. We're going to put down our Charger here. We're going to get our level up. I'm not going to use...
I'm the forger of stars.
I'm not going to use Catalyst of Aeons because that's burst healing. That can surprise him, so... Ooh, the Destroyer.
I do love an audience.
and Infinite Mind Splitter. We're in a pretty good spot here. Okay, so he ends up getting the Ezreal. We can stop this from hitting us. We're gonna put down the Destroyer. You just use Troll Chant. Force him to use a Axe here, and he's just gonna put on the Draven. I think that's a mistake. He doesn't necessarily know that yet. And we can just play Disguise Descend. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't given up yet, to be honest. Okay, we're going to put down the Infinite Mind Splitter. We still have Troll Chant, so it's very unlikely that he's going to be able to beat us here. Even got to back up Disguise Descend if we want to use that.
Now they'll pay attention. Smashing to the stars.
And yeah, we're just going to attack here. And this is a big attack. Minus 43. There we go. That's actually really nice, considering everyone thinks Ezreal Draven's a pretty good deck. So we were able to stop him from leveling up. Not leveling up, but stop him from leveling up super fast. Prevented our units from dying and being able to use Filler Rush to win that game.